Hey guys, and welcome to a new Sketch a Day video. Let me just tell you, if you are currently dealing with bullying or have in the past, today is the video for you because we are going to touch upon this subject because I found another art piece on Tumblr that I'm like, I have to draw this, I have to recreate it like right now in my book and talk about it with you guys. And what I'm going to be drawing is this Say Cheese, the artwork by Roger Pister, I think that's his name. It is so haunting and good, and when I saw this I'm like, this reminds me exactly of my bully. It reminds me of him so much, like the hair color is the same and he just looks like a schoolboy who's an evil demon, and I'm like, I need to draw this. So let's get on with the drawing and talk about why this relates to bullying to me and more about that. So if you guys have been following me for a while now, you may know that I was bullied in high school. I try not to let it affect me in my personal life like today, now, because when I look back at it now, I can forgive the person, but I know how it is when you're going through it and you don't know who to tell, if you're going to tell, if it's going to get worse, if the bully's going to attack you. I know I was so afraid that I didn't tell anybody, but looking back at it now, I wish I told somebody. Because it's something that you need to like kind of stand up for. I know it's really hard. I don't know exactly what your situation is on how much harmful energy is going towards you or just how bad your bullying can be. And now, these days, I would have never thought back then that cyberbullying would be so crazy. Probably because, I mean, it's not like I'm ancient and the internet wasn't invented or involved when I was in high school. It was. But cyberbullying is an all-time high and it's so crazy. It's like widespread. It affects people who are in school, elementary, middle, high school, and after. Yes, people when you're older, they bully as well. But sometimes what helped me was, you have to think of it this way, the people who are bullying and throwing out that negative energy, it's like they are praying for something really bad to happen, and karma is crazy and it'll come back at them, but you cannot pray for karma to strike anybody. It just naturally has to happen. Who knows what's gonna happen? And bullying is something is so hard to look at it this way. I can look at it this way now, but it's the person who is bullying you, like I've said before, they are the ones going through problems and issues as well, and they are taking out on you. I've said this a lot. Like, I know it's really hard to talk to an adult, but maybe you do need to talk to an adult or someone. I know you're afraid that, like I said, it's gonna blow up in your face. But later on in life, let me tell you, you may be labeled as the geek or the nerd in high school, but you know what? Later on, people are going to need the geeks and the nerds to fix their computers and their devices and to get their paycheck from, because they may be the CEO of a giant company that runs everything. And maybe the bully is going to be that person who stuck at home, had kids when they were in their early 20s with the same person, the same relationship, they don't know where they're going in life, and stuck at a dead-end job that they just hate forever. But who knows? Maybe that's just my opinion. But like I said, it's easy for me looking back at it now to give forgiveness. If I had to meet my bully in person, I don't know what I would do. It'd be really awkward, but I would in my heart forgive him because I don't want it to affect me internally and ruin anything in my future, because even if you're labeled as the geek and the nerd in high school who's in the back of the room like drawing and doing weird doodles and like just in your own world and trying to pass class, and high school may feel like a jail. Like, let me just tell you, going to PE class every day, not only do you have to wear those super tiny shorts with the PE shirt with your school logo that just feels like it's so many more sizes tighter because maybe you're fluffy, full-figured, chubbier type of girl and you don't want to run every day, but it just feels so bad going to PE every day on top of being beaten up every day by the same guy. And this, like I said, just resembles him. It reminds me of him, this art piece like with the big demon mouth kid. It just reminds me so much of bullies on how they think they could control and eat up everybody. It feels like they're eating on your soul, like they're a leech or a demon, and they just feel like a big mouth that could always hurt you and that you can't forgive them ever again, and that they're just there to make your life a living hell. Like, it's a scary thing. They may be tinier than you, they may be not as smart as you, but whatever actions they're doing towards you, it feels so bad, and you can't describe the feeling, or no one can know what you're going through, and I can't, but I'm telling you, I know what it feels like to go through a similar situation. And I just thought I would portray it in this recreation of this awesome drawing. And it took me 45 minutes to roughly sketch this out with a regular pencil, then Prismacolor pencil. It was just so much fun. All the energy I put into it reminded me of the past. It sounds sad, but it wasn't sad. It was actually good because I listened to Kid Cudi's album, Into Cudi. It's my first concert I've ever been to. It is so good. It's like my all-time favorite Holy Grail CD, one of them. But it was just so relieving. I'm so glad I could talk to you guys about this and connect it with this drawing. So I hope you guys like this really creepy, demented demon kid who reminds me of a bully drawing that I recreated. Thank you for sticking around and for hanging out with me today. And before I forget, also thank you to Alexis for sending me this awesome BFF necklace. Oh my gosh, of course I'm going to be your friend, and thank you so much for the drawings. Yes, you sent not one but 2 drawings, and let me just get to that. Look how cute of me in the purple outfit. Oh my gosh. And it doesn't stop there. She drew another fellow YouTuber who is a good friend of mine. She drew Bunny with a green outfit and a gator on her chest. It is so adorable. So thank you so much, Alexis, for the adorable drawings and the necklace. If you guys like any drawings featured in any Sketch a Day videos, just send it to this address right here. But of course, you don't have to be obligated to send me anything whatsoever. Just there if you want drawings featured in these videos. And I just love it. It is just so inspirational. But I better get going, and like I said, it was so fun chatting with you guys, but I will definitely be seeing you soon, and I love you all. Bye!